Yeah. So kia ora everyone, and welcome to my presentation on code switching detection in Te Reo Maori and English for speech technology development. So I'm part of the speech research group at the University of Auckland, and below you can see the list of people who have worked along with me in this project. So our research journey looks at mainly the languages of New Zealand. First of all, New Zealand English. So we have got synthetic speech corpora, and we also have synthetic speech that has been developed using various machine learning techniques. And we have working voices at the moment. And one of them sounds like this.
Welcome to the world of speech synthesis.
So that's the New Zealand English one. Now, if you look at our journey into Maori, it's quite recent. So we have database development. We just made a synthetic voice in Maori last year, and it is currently in the development and testing stages, and the voice sounds like this.
Kia ora e te whānau.
So this is how it is, but so we have got these voices. They are up in this website called aotearoa voices.nz, so please have a look. That's where we'll be updating our voices. Now, if this all works well for the two individual languages, but if we put in a sentence like this into the system, this is how the New Zealand English one would sound like.
Te tora wiri I te reo Miri has a guide on the Miri language.
And this is how the Maori one would sound like.
Te taura whiri I te reo Māori ha'aui e ono te Māori anu ai.
So you can just hear the problem, right? That is the problem. The system is not able to detect which language is being spoken, and both of them use the same alphabet system with macrons is the only difference, but the language is not getting detected by the system. So this led us to understanding the challenge, which is in New Zealand, spoken Maori often contains English words, and Maori is increasingly getting used in our English use as well. But currently, there are no existing resources to detect when the switching is happening, which is essential for speech and technology development as well. And currently, researchers are performing this manually, so they're going and reading the text and understanding, marking it manually. So the aim of the wider research is to develop an automatic code switching detection system in Maori English. So this process of switching from one language to the other is code switching. So we started this project in September 2020 with database collection, and currently we are in the preliminary analysis stage. So in terms of database collection, we looked at the Hansard corpus. So Hansard corpus consists of the recordings that happened in the New Zealand Parliament, and we looked at it and we saw that in the database, 33% of it, among the 2 million sentences we got, 33% of it is code switched. The rest is either 100% English or 100% Maori. So this is the database that we have initially analyzed. And in the analysis, we first conducted an n-gram analysis. So an n-gram is a continuous sequence of n items that are in a given text or sample. So this is, first we did a bigram analysis. So we can see that the Maori was the most commonly occurring bigram in the database. And you can see more as you move towards the right, more occurring ones. Now, if you look at the 5 grams, which is a continuous set of 5 elements, of the Treaty of Waitangi was the most common one. And if you move towards the right, you will see more of complete Maori phrases that we have all probably heard while we live in New Zealand. So there was our discussion of our findings was in a formal context like a parliament recording, English is the dominating language, with Maori either code switched or some conversations completely in Maori. When Maori is used, it is used as long continuous strings of words. Nouns, especially proper nouns, are the ones that are most code switched. And we are collecting information or data from informal contexts like Twitter to see how this variation is happening there as well. Moving back to our project, we are currently doing the preliminary analysis, and we'll be moving on to a language-based modeling where the idea is to look at a sequence of words, as you can see here, and label them as Pākehā English or Maori, and the point between them is the code switching point. So that's the point that we are interested to detect. But this approach is computationally intensive and does not work so well for unknown words. So we are looking into doing a deep learning-based approach using a bidirectional LSTM because words before and after have an impact on when you want to switch to another language. So with that, that was our big plan, and we'll end the process with an evaluation where we'll be looking at different databases in different contexts and testing with new data. So with that, I come to the end of my talk. Thank you.